Welcome back. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I always? What am I ever doing?
You don't need more likes.
Right now, in this very moment, in this very instance, I am in the process of making a directory website. And one of the things that you've got to do in making a directory website is once you get data, you've got to clean it up. You've got to make it look appealing, because if you don't make it look appealing, the viewer, the page visitor, is not going to have a good user experience. So in this moment, I am manually cleaning up. And what I guess I could do is I could probably hire somebody to do this. Now that I'm thinking about it, um, now that I'm thinking about this, I could probably just hire somebody to do this for me. And that would probably be the smart thing to do. But since I am doing this, small plates, since I am doing this and I am here, I might as well just keep going, right? And maybe sometime soon I will hire somebody to do this. But this is the painstaking part. What I really, really want to tell you is that starting a business is incredibly boring. And what you're seeing right now is one of the boring aspects of building or starting a business. I've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so I can kind of just get rid of that. I am going to get rid of seating. I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of this for sure. I know that. I'm going to get rid of it. So, yeah, what I could do, a much smarter version of myself, would actually hire somebody to do this, because I don't want to. Like these, I mean, it's not hard. It's not a difficult task, but the difficulty of the task is not what's important. It's the time that I'm going to west. It's the time that I'm going to invest or waste doing this type of task. Um, do I have dessert? I might have to. So the issue that I'm running into, like, I've got breakfast, lunch, dinner here already. Breakfast. I'm gonna delete breakfast, lunch, dinner, because I already have it. I'm gonna delete all of that. Get rid of that, and I'm gonna do this. So yeah. So right now, what you're seeing me what's called build in public. You're watching me in the early stages of building out a directory website. Now, you might be asking, in the year of 2025, why in God's name are you building a directory website? I'm building a directory website because there are tons of videos on YouTube saying that you can be very successful on the internet building out directory websites. And because of that, I am here. And yeah, so that's why in God's name, in the year 2025, I'm building out a directory website. Let's see, replace, done. That is that's what this is. So if you're curious as to what I'm doing, why I'm looking at an Excel spreadsheet, that's why. I'm going to get rid of amenities here. Is bathroom an amenity? Uh, I'm going to have to change that to public bathroom. But anyway, we're going to copy that. So, if you've got questions about starting an online business, if you've got questions about, I guess, really anything, throw them out there. I'm going to change that to public bathroom. Public bathroom. Come on. Let's see. Control find. I'm going to change this to public restroom. Public restroom. Replace all. Hopefully. Let's see. Public Wi-Fi. Copy that. And so there's going to be errors, regardless of if I do this myself and I scroll. I guess this is really, you could define this. You could define this as, scrubbing data, and there's going to be errors. I'm going to have to go back and manually check some of this. Wi-Fi. Now that I'm live and building in public, I'm going to go make sure that I'm spelling these words correctly. Okay, good. The last thing that I want, I guess, is, Wi-Fi available. Last thing that I want is to be spelling words wrong on live. That's not a great thing for me. So I'm going to delete that atmosphere. I'm going to get rid of this. Copy that. And when you're doing this, you've got to make, oops, I did it again. When you're doing this, you've just got to make the best decisions possible at the time that you're making them. And then, but most importantly, you've got to move quick. You can't spend a bunch of time like thinking and overthinking this. You have to go in and say, I'm going to make a decision, the best decision possible. Casual dining. The best decision possible based on the information that I have. And you can't spend a bunch of time overthinking it. Quiet, huh? Cozy. Maybe I'll just leave that. Control find. But cozy environment. And I spelled environment wrong, so we'll change that. Thank you, Grammarly. And what I'd recommend is if you are not even struggling, if you're spelling, if you're unsure of spelling, not even your terrible spelling, if you're unsure of spelling, get Grammarly. Grammarly is free. There's a paid version, but Grammarly is free and it will save you a lot of consternation. Okay, so healthy, quick, blah, blah, blah. Cozy environment. I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to get rid of family. I'm going to get rid of this. So if you've got questions about this or really anything else, I guess, go ahead and fire them into the sun because I'll be happy to answer them. But casual dining because it's family friendly. Put that at family friendly. And we're going to see. I'm going to make some mistakes, and I'm okay with that. And what's really funny is that when you do this, there will be people that will go through your website with a fine-tooth comb and pick out every mistake that you make. Groups welcome, we'll say. And because of that, you don't have to worry about being perfect because there will be somebody standing over you and write group seating, we'll say. Group seating. There will be someone standing over you, watching over you, and watching your movements to make sure that you are that people are going to be looking for errors. Tourists welcome. I wonder how many they're going to find with this. Tourists welcome. Welcome. How many? Hey, there was a lot of them actually. And then I'm also going to do that without that. Okay, we'll replace all of those. Tourist welcome, done. That's probably the smarter way to go, to do both of those. Welcome planning, reservations. So I'm gonna a lot of talking to yourself when you when you're when you're starting a business, there's a lot of talking to yourself, and that's all right, as long as I guess you don't answer yourself. That's when they say the challenge starts. We'll say reservations welcome. Copy, find reservations welcome. Reservations welcome. Replace all. And if I was smart, I would have done the closing brackets with all of them. Okay, done. Okay, so reservations welcome, payments accepted. Okay, so we'll do this. Copy, control find, payments. We will, let's see, credit cards accepted. Copy. Because some places, credit cards accepted. Not everyone accepts credit cards. And let me do that. Replace all, replace, and then delete that. Replace all. Wow. Done. Credit cards accepted. Debit cards accepted. Debit cards. Just replace all. Replace. Let's see. But this is the exciting aspects of starting a business. NFC mobile payments accepted. Control find NFC. Let's see. Let's say mobile payments accepted. Mobile payments accepted. Replace. And then we'll delete that. I bet you. I wonder if there's a way to do this more efficiently with AI or ChatGPT. Because that's the next step is figuring out a way that AI can do this for you. Let's see. Because I venture to guess, if you were starting this on your own, your time is more valuable than manually going through and doing it yourself. And I'm going to put kids welcome. Copy, find. Let's say kids welcome. Kids welcome. Oops. Replace. Now, because you might be wondering why can't you see my entire screen? That's just the way that it's set up. I'm using a streaming software. It's called Restream.io, and I mean that's just how it's set up. Hide shares available. I'm not hiding anything from you. There's nothing that I'm trying to hide on this Google sheet. So, oops, I did it again. Hide shares available. And of course, we got to have that bracket. Replace all. Then we'll get rid of this one. Replace all. Done. Okay. And so the plan, the plan for this is I'm going to do this city by city, and so I can kind of scrub and make sure that everything is okay. But I'm going to try and this is going to take me a while. This is probably going to take me a few months. Kids menu available. Kids menu available. And then hopefully I spelled that one right. Okay, great. Spelled it good enough. And we'll do replace replace all, replace all. Kids menu available. Done. Let's see. Parking, free parking. Actually, we'll do this. Control find. And I got all of this information from a scraping website. I think it's called like Outscraper or something. But yeah, I paid, I think, $40 to have all of this information. And we'll say free parking available. Control find. Free parking. Free parking available. Okay, great. Let's see. Parking. Free street parking. Do I need free street parking? Free street parking. I guess I can keep that. Free street parking. What questions? I see a few people are watching. What questions, if any? And I think one drawback to this, is if you are streaming using like TikTok, you can't actually see if people are commenting. So people might be commenting
Let's be real.
and asking questions.
Using like TikTok,
Oh, here we go.
you can't actually.
So yeah, I can see people are on TikTok. I just can't see if people are asking questions. So that's awesome. Free parking, free street parking available. Replace 8,000 instances. Replace. Done. Okay. Kids welcome. Free street parking available. I'm going to delete this. All right, and we're going to get rid of that. So what we're going to do now is, how do I reduce the size? There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is, as you can see here, I have a number of, I've got basically every restaurant in the state of Wisconsin. The directory website is going to be restaurants in Wisconsin. And what I think the best way, the smart way for me to do this is to go city by city. And so Abbotsford, which is a city obviously in Wisconsin, is up. And we're going to rename this to Abbotsford. And now that I have Abbotsford, I can go through and make sure, I guess, everything looks good. But I think that curbside pickup, I got to change that. I think I'm going to have to try and change this in 2 places so that I have the exact same information on both. Curbside pickup, and hopefully curbside pickup available. Hopefully by me doing this now, whoops, this will replace all sheets. Okay, yeah, I want to do that. Replace one instance, replace all. Okay, so yeah, awesome. Hopefully this will make the process a little bit more efficient. Copy that. Find delivery, copy, delivery available. That kind of scared me at first when I saw it. 29 instances, replace all. Okay, great. Drive through available. I'm going to be an expert in restaurants. By the time I'm done with this, replace all, yes. No matches. Drive-through available, replace all. Yeah, doing it this way hopefully will be efficient enough where I won't have to do this as much for the other restaurants. Great beer selection. We're going to get rid of this. Fast service. We're going to get rid of great beer selection. Uh, or maybe I'll change it to wide beer selection. Wide. Great beer selection. Actually, you know, we'll just say great beer. We'll just keep great beer selection. Okay, 20 instances there. Replace all. Okay. Let me. Alcohol available. Cocktails available. Copy this. Cocktails available. Put that bracket there. Replace all 8 instances. Replace all. Okay. So yeah, this is actually going to work out better. Coffee, comfort food, hard liquor. Copy. Hard liquor, hard liquor, hard liquor. Put that bracket there. I guess instead of like available, I could put like sold or something else. I don't know. I could put something else. If you are asking questions, I'm going to have to check back every so often. Just keep asking the question until I see it, because I am not looking. I'll say it again. I'm using a streaming service. It's called Restream, and I can't see if you're asking questions on TikTok. So yeah, if you have questions, keep asking them, and I'll try and look down and get them answered. Small. I thought I did small plates. Alcohol, beer, cocktail, quick bite, small plates. That could probably be like small portions. Control fine. We'll do small portions. P-O. Spell portions right, hopefully. If I spell a word wrong, I'm sure you guys will let me know. Okay, great. Let's see. Wine available. Wine. Wine available. Replace all. And then we'll get rid of this one. Replace all. Done. Hard liquor. On-site bar. I'm going to get rid of on-site bar. Actually, I'm just going to change that to on-site bar. On-site bar. I guess that would be weird, like off-site bar, but whatever. That made 120 changes. Replace all. 4,000. Okay, great. So we've got that. Public restroom. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. Let me see here. Public restroom. Okay, casual dining, cozy environment. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. Replace all. Yeah, hope against hope. What just happened here? Why didn't that fix cozy environment? Okay. All right. So, hey, if you liked, thanks for the like. I appreciate it. Who knew that? Who knew that creating a directory site could be so exciting? Okay. Free parking spot available. Copy that. Control find. Replace all. Okay. Let me go over here and I want to look at where I don't see there. I have to go look at that. Okay, so we got that one done. I think this one's done. And I wonder if we should. I wonder if that's going to be an issue. Quiet public. Right. So actually, I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I'm going to copy this one. All right, so and I think this one I only have to change. I only have to change this one quiet. Copy, control find. Place all. 924. Replace all 423. Let's see. Parking. Free street parking. Parking available. Replace. Do. Let's see if this one is complete. Yeah, this one's not bad. Okay, from the business. I'm gonna have to remove from the business. All right, so get rid of this. Oops. Latino owned. Copy. Control find. All right, so Latino owned. Okay, good. Was this one Latino owned? I thought I just fixed this one, but I guess I did not. Service options. No contact delivery. let's see. It looks like, unfortunately, yep. Baseball game is canceled today, guys. Unfortunately. I wonder if we're going to have practice. No contact to delivery available. I'll put that bracket there like that. And we will get this one. Let's see. Great cocktails I'm going to get rid of. Because how can you know? How can... That's funny. Yeah, we got great cocktails. I'll be the judge of that. Okay, good. Alcohol. And what I might have to do is I might have to go through this again just to make sure that just to make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scrub through this one more time. Latino owned. Replace all. I think a smart person would scrub through this one more time, just to make sure that there aren't any extra commas there. But yeah. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Curbside pickup. Yeah, I thought I did curbside pickup available. Looking at the same data over and over again is prone to making mistakes. Like this right here. I mean, it probably doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but you don't want it to be an issue like this. It's just little tiny formatting issues that you'll pick up. And with enough little formatting issues, it can be a big problem that you'll manually have to go through and fix later. But hopefully doing the control find catches a lot of this stuff early on, like this right here. And it eliminates a lot of it. So it's just like cleaning up tiny little things that coffee, comfort food, hard liquor, tiny little things. Hopefully we're saving time by doing control find. Okay. Takeout, dine in, wheelchair, quick bite, counter service. What the hell? Oh, counter service. So we're gonna copy that. Counter service. Counter seating. Counter seating. Actually, you know what? I want to keep this as close to the same as possible. And so I'm just going to put available. Because let's say I'm working on this tomorrow and I have different thoughts and feelings. I'm going to put this here so that I know that I've done that one. Dessert, public restroom, casual dining, group seating, tourist, mobile payments, kids, high chairs. Clean this up. Ooh, parking garage available. This is a new one. Control find. Let's see. Parking garage available. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. Okay, good. I need to go back and figure out, like, there's rustic roots here. Actually, I've got to figure out if I got to figure out if my schedule is correct. Yeah. Ooh, and the other issue too is I don't have any headings here. So let's view this one. I'm looking on a separate screen today. Off. Expand. So it's problematic. I've got to fix all of the brackets. Yeah, it's today. What is today? Today's Wednesday? Yeah. View. Yeah, so Barn Grill, Burlington, Wisconsin. Why are all of these listed as day off? Yeah, that I've got to fix. I've got to fix the I've got to fix these schedules too. I've got to go back and make sure that they're formatted correctly. Dine-in bar games available. You ever get the feeling that you bit off more than you can? You ever get the feeling that you mess up a common phrase? You ever get the feeling that you bit off more than you can chew? That's what I'm thinking about right now. Because I've got to figure out how to format the schedule, the availability properly. Because bar games available, fast service, live music. Actually, gonna delete that. Live music, and I can see why this would take a long time. And live music. And once again, I'm going to put live music available. Replace all. Okay. Yeah, I've got my word cut out. Live music available. Live performances available. What's the difference between live music and live performances? I wonder what the difference is there. I'm glad I decided to do this one city at a time. Okay, good. Sports. I'm going to say sports leagues. Sports leagues available. Actually, you know what? We don't know if there's sports leagues. Sports available. Sports available. Replace all. Solo dining, wheelchair, parking lot. Wheelchair accessible parking lot, true. Wheelchair accessible parking lot. All right. Wheelchair accessible parking lot. I'm just going to do that. I might have just changed my earlier stance, but we'll figure it out. Public restroom, wheelchair accessible restaurant, alcohol available, beer available, cocktail, food at the bar. I'm just going to leave this at food at the bar. Food at the bar available. Try and keep the same. Try and keep the same thing everywhere. Okay. Food at the bar available. Happy hour drinks. I'm just going to leave that at happy hour because I think that's pretty standard. Happy hour. Happy hour, late night. Say late night dining. Late. Oh, what happened here? Curbside hard liquor available late night. I'm going to say late night dining. Late night dining. Late night dining. 50 instances. Okay. Late night dining, quick bite, wine available, lunch, dinner. I'm going to get rid of lunch and dinner here. On-site bar, public restroom, casual dining, family-friendly group seating, tourist welcome, we will delete accepts reservations. Credit cards, debit cards, parking. Okay. So I think I'm okay with this one. Dine-in, bar games, fast food, great beer selection. Wheelchair, accessible restroom. Alcohol available, beer, happy hour, hard liquor, bar. So yeah, this makes it cash only. This does make it go a little bit faster. Because I'm able to make the change in a few different places. I can just kind of scan things. Replace all. Replace all. Reparking. Okay. All right. Outdoor seating, takeout, bar games, fast food. What I could do. Yeah, why don't I do that? So, copy. Control find. Anytime you see a comma, space. So we'll do comma, space, comma. I just want to do a comma right there. Comma, space. Replace all. Ooh. Okay. Hopefully I didn't just screw myself over there. Live music, sports, wheelchair, alcohol. Available beer, available food, drinks, happy hour food. Happy hour drinks, happy hour food. Hmm. 7 instances. Okay. Happy hour, wine, casual dining, trendy. How can I don't think anything's really trendy in Abbotsford. I'm gonna get I'm gonna delete. Uh, no disrespect if you are from the Abbotsford area, but I don't think that you guys are up on the latest trends. With all due respect. With all due respect. Yeah, so I fear I'm gonna have to keep doing this one. Yeah. Credit card, free parking. Great. So that one made it a little bit more efficient. All right, dine in, great selection, parking lot. Alcohol available, hard liquor, casual dining, debit cards, group seating available. Okay. Take out the blah, 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 dinner. Cozy dining. This guy, the guy said, wait, he only has one thing. The guy said it took him like 6 months to do this, and now I see why. At first, I was like, there's no way that this could take you 6 months, but if you've got to go through and you're scrubbing all of this data and you're literally doing it by hand, I can see why it would take so long. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. Curbside pickup, blah, blah, blah. Quick bite. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert. Wi-Fi available. Group seating. Actually, okay. Copy. Control find. Okay. I like that idea better. Okay. So I think I've got both of these done. I'm going to have to look through them one more time just to make sure. But yeah, I can scan much quicker now that good for kids' birthdays is interesting. And let's see. Kids' birthday parties, welcome. Welcome. All right. Playground true. Playground available. All right, so let me get rid of this one. All right, so let's go through one more time, reset. And I still have to make the change to the availability. That's the other. other minor issue. Yeah, I think I'm okay with what I'm seeing so far. This one right here, small portions. And the other thing too is that these business owners can actually claim they could claim their own listing, and they could change this how they see fit. So if it's not absolutely perfect, that's all right. Gives them the opportunity to improve their listing. All right, so I'm okay with that. I need to figure out. How the schedule works, because it says Monday, Bubba's Brickyard. Actually, Monday quotes. I wonder. Let me see if I can find. Let's see if I can find this one. Control find Bubba's Brickyard. Bubba's Brickyard. Okay, Bubba's Brickyard. Great. So if we look at this, what am I looking for? I'm looking for, so Monday 3, but then why does it have 6 to 9? Monday 3. This is weird. 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, so it's not. Let me look up the correct formatting. Correct working schedule format for listing pro WordPress theme. Their format allows businesses. It is recommended to use the 24-hour format. Enabling a second time slot. Okay, so let me I gotta go back and make some changes here. Let's go to the dashboard. And I guess Abbotsford can be our little test location here. Listings. Move the trash. Oh, this is going to take forever. Move the trash. All right, so I've been live for about an hour. What I need to do, what I'm doing right now, is I had imported a number of listings already, and I realized that it didn't look good, and so I've got to go back and delete those listings. However, if you've ever been on WordPress, you can only delete a certain number of listings at a time. Let me see how many are checked. It doesn't say. So we'll just do the math. 66. I think you can only do like 50 at a time. Oh, 30 at a time. And so I'm going to be deleting this for a while. But what I really want to do, what I really need to do, is I need to figure out how the scheduling works. Actually, let me go up here, and is it going to let me copy this? It's not going to let me copy. Actually, let me do this the old school way. And we'll do insert one above, paste that in. Why did it do it like that? Rename table, delete table, report. All right, so cool. All right. This is going to take a while. Pizza Hut. Oh, Fresh Kitchen. They don't have an address, so we're going to delete them. Anyway. So yeah, so what I have to do now, what I will be doing now is I'm going to go back and put in these, 13 listings from Abbotsford so that I can understand the formatting. And then once I've got the 13 listings from Abbotsford, I am going to add Abbotsford to the map. And then I'm going to write like a little blog post on Abbotsford. There's got to be a faster way to do this. What I should have done is I should have did a small test sample first instead of importing 2,000, almost 3,000. And then let me see, hopefully select a plan. I'm going to go to trash. Is there a way to empty this trash bulk? Delete permanently. Yeah, there's no way. And what I'm definitely going to need to do, and this is gonna take a while, because I can only delete 30 at a time, and then I'm gonna definitely want to go through and delete permanently, so that I don't have a. Actually, let me just slide this over so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Slide this over. Share this tab instead. So yeah, so you can't see this, but I have over 2,570 listings published. I need to delete 2,550 of these listings so that I can fix the formatting and get this done correctly. Now, you might be wondering, you might be asking yourself, how am I going to monetize this? How am I actually going to make money? And is there money to be made? I believe that there is money to be made. There's actually a Wisconsin restaurant that's a directory website that's already out there, and it's doing, I think, pretty well. But I plan on monetizing this in a few different ways. One way I think I can monetize this is with like hotels, be an affiliate marketer for a website like Travelocity or Expedia, because most likely, if someone's looking up restaurants in the Wisconsin Dells, they're not from the Wisconsin Dells, obviously. Wisconsin Dells is a huge tourist attraction. In the fall and early winter, Green Bay is a huge tourist attraction. Milwaukee has different conventions. They also have the Bucks, the Brewers, and the Admirals. And Wisconsin Madison, UW. And so I think those are all different opportunities that I could potentially try and take advantage of with affiliate marketing. And if you don't know, affiliate marketing is simply recommending other people's products and services. And if I became an affiliate for like Expedia, for example, and someone booked their hotel reservations or their car, they book their car through Expedia using my affiliate link, I can earn a commission. Actually, can I drag this up so that you guys can see this? Oh, I didn't want to do that. All right, better. Replace, remove. We'll do that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so I think one way is with affiliate marketing, recommending other people's products and services. One of the most common ways that people monetize these directory type websites is simply just using Google AdSense. So if you've ever been to a website and you've been inundated with ads, that's because they've got Google AdSense and they make money with those different display ads. I personally am not a huge fan of those display ads because it requires a significant amount of traffic in order to make a decent amount of money. But a directory website based on restaurants inherently is a travel site. And so with the travel site, I have the potential, the possibility, the opportunity to earn higher CPMs. Come on. Restaurants. And so the way that this works, bulk actions, move the trash. And so hopefully what I'll also be able to do later on down the line is maybe create a digital product. Create a digital product with maybe the 50 best tourist locations or 100 best tourist attractions in Wisconsin. And another hopefully long-term situation is, let's say I build this out and I wind up getting 100,000 page views per month. Another bigger website might call me and say, you're taking a substantial chunk of traffic from me. I want to buy your website. And so then I sell the website back. I sell the website to them and I have a one-time payout. So affiliate marketing, a digital product, getting paid with AdSense. There's a bunch of different ad networks out there. There's Ezoic, there's Google AdSense, there's, I think, Thrive Ads might be one of them. There's all of these different ad networks out there. And yeah. So I'm down to 2,050. I haven't even broken out of the 2000s yet. I'm only able to delete 20 at a time, it looks like. This was poorly planned by me. Was not smart. Anyway, you live and you learn. I'm down to 1,970 more to go. But the good news is, once I get all of these done, I can do my test batch with the Abbotsford people. And then I'll know what to do for the rest. And I'll know how to make the necessary changes to hopefully move quicker with the rest. And the other thing that I can potentially do long term is, let's say I get good at this. I start getting traffic. I can then move on to the next state. So I could do like Wyoming. And then, there are 50 states, obviously, in the United States. I could create one of these sites for each of the 50 sites. Now, obviously, someone's going to get an idea, their bright idea, to do this for their state or a different state. Or they might even try and do this for my state because they see that I'm doing this and potentially getting traffic. Another component of this that I plan on implementing, once I get through everything that I'm going to get through, I'm going to write blog posts. And I'm going to write blog posts based on places to eat, Italian restaurants in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So I make a blog post with the 5 best Italian restaurants in Kenosha, Wisconsin. That's another angle to get traffic. So in addition to having a directory website, I write a blog. I have a blog where I'm writing and going that way. 7,492. So 8,000. I need about 1,100 steps today for the rest of my day. 1,690 more to go, not to mention all of the bulk deletes. Let me go over to the trash here. Why does it not let me? Why does it not let me delete all of these? There's got to be, I think a better, smarter way probably to do this would probably be to go do it inside of like FTP. That would probably be a better way to do this. But yeah, that is that's something I'm going to do right now. Delete permanently. But what I really want, and you know what, actually I'm going to take a look at, let me go over to publish. And when I click on view, this is a Culliver in Sauk City. What I want, because this says Culliver 17, what I really want, what do you want? What do you really, really want? I want to see if I can change the way that the URL is displayed. That's what I really want. And the reason for that is I want is under theme options listing. Yeah, you guys can't see this. What I would love is I would love for the URLs to actually be based on based on the name or the city, the name and the city of the restaurant. That's what I would love. Because if I've got 13 URL config, enable if you want to recreate pages, listing slug, location slug, features, and then dashboard. Please update permalinks. Okay, after any changes you make. Let me go over to permalinks. Plain, date and time, month, numeric, post name, custom structure. Okay. I don't know that I can do what I wanted, what I'm thinking would be cool. Map geo. Pricing plans, ads, events, flag, invoices, subscription. All right, let's go back over to the listings. Move the trash. I'm getting close to the point where I'm going to have more in the trash than publish, which is great. It's a great feeling. It means I'm actually getting there. I am getting closer. I wonder, what time is it? Or is it raining? So it's 1:49. I think at 2 o'clock, I'm going to shut this down and work on something else. But actually, you know what? Would it be easier? Would it be easier? What is this? I wonder, would it be easier just to delete the entire WordPress theme and start over? Themes management. Anyway, there's got to be a way. Next, listing pro wizard. Start. This didn't work last time, so we're learning. We're working on this together because this bar wasn't here before. I'm thinking that maybe there's a way, if I could just, I don't know, maybe delete maybe delete. All right, so I'm trying to do too much here. Wisconsin restaurants near me. Okay. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Background. One idea that I have is because it's not pages post. I'll post. I'm thinking of what if I completely delete this WordPress theme and then reinstall it, or import export. What does this do? Warning: this will overwrite all existing data. Okay, upload file. What if there's no way to like reset? There's no way to reset this. Contact page, URL config, form captcha, reCAPTCHA, ads, invoice, privacy, email management, payment, search, advanced builder pricing, listing, nearby, leads form review, listing submit, Google AdSense blog, map. All right, so what does this do? Complete, back to dashboard. That did that did absolutely nothing. Oh, is my mouse is dead. Just followed you. Hey, I'm gonna get the exact same script as yesterday. Hey, what's up? Just followed you. How's your thing? How come you don't have a professional gaming thing and I can do that for you? This is the exact same script you had yesterday. If I were you, Emma PIX, whatever, come up with a new script because this one is not working. It is not wise to use the exact same script over and over again. I'd recommend mixing them up. Customize. Yep. How's your stream going so far? And then when I reply good, you're going to say, how come you don't have a logo? You need a logo to look professional, and I can do that for you. Come on. Let's hurry up with this script here, Emma. I wonder, hey, Emma, what's your conversion rate on spamming people like this? It's got to be pretty low. Listing Pro Wizard. Emma, if you're still there, what's your conversion rate? You'd probably have a higher conversion rate if you just created a gig over on Fiverr. Because look, I'm a graphic designer. If you're interested, can I show you some of my work? What did I tell you? All import. What did I tell you? Like I would assume that the conversion rate of jumping in people's lives and spamming them has got to be really low. Installed plugins. It has to be really low. And in the time that you spend spamming people, you could probably just create content in order to get seen by more people. Because this is a manual operation. You got to jump in, you got to spam and hope that somebody falls for it. Then that doesn't work. You got to jump in, you got to spam, and then hope somebody falls for it. What I would do is I would just pick a platform. See, this where Emma's still going. You got IG Discord. Maybe they can't hear me. Maybe Emma can't hear me. Events, ads. I can't figure out. I gotta go back and figure out how to do the bulk import. Theme options, importer, exporter. Oh, import, export. Emma's persistent, but export file. Here you can copy, download your current option settings, import options. Warning, this will overwrite existing option values. Let me see something here. Appearance, plugins, users, tools. What's import? No, I don't want to do that. Settings. All import. Manage imports. Run import. Settings. Delete selected. Export selected. Yeah, I don't see a great way to get rid of that. Yeah, if I was a wise man, I would have only done a small test and then figured out which ones what I could have changed and improved. But now, because I didn't do that small test, I got to manually go back and delete all of these. And it's weird that this person that is spraying and praying, as I used to call it, like, why not engage in a conversation to figure out if they actually need help? Why would you just hop in, immediately spam, and then think, what? Think about it, Emma. I don't know if Emma, you're still on here, but think about it from my perspective. Why would I trust you enough to want to work with you? And the second part to that question is, why would you think that I would value your work enough that I'd want to pay you anything more than like $3? Like, and I'm not trying to be a dick about it or anything. I'm just asking you a real, simple, logical question. If you are going into different accounts, different streamers, and you're just spamming, hey, I want to work with you or whatever, I want to show you my stuff, that means that, in my opinion, that has very little value. It's like a McDonald's on every single corner. If you drive 3 miles and you see 20 McDonald's, the value of a McDonald's is really low. However, you have to make reservations for a steakhouse, a premium steakhouse. Hopefully that analogy makes sense, but I would ask yourself this. Let's say you get a client, and you probably have, you might get people interested, but those people that are interested, they're not willing to pay you literally anything, because there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people that are doing the exact same thing. And then it's a race to the bottom. You wind up being willing to accept less and less, and you make less and less money. So yeah, I'm just curious. Hey, I'm down to 1,130 of these. I think a smarter way would be to kind of just delete all of this stuff. Maybe start a brand new, do a brand new install of this WordPress theme. Probably would have been the smarter way to go, but I am committed. I am committed to this method. I only have 1,010 to go. And so I am now committed. Concession stand, Friends of Pikes Peak. But let me see here. Oh, I know why I stopped streaming this way. I stopped streaming this way because I found that on TikTok, you don't get as much exposure if you stream through one of these platforms as you would if you just did this right on TikTok. But the drawback to that is now you need 10 different cameras. So you need a camera for TikTok and you need a camera for Instagram. You wind up needing multiple cameras for this to even work. Move this to the trash, man. Yeah, I bet you if I FTP'd into this folder, I could probably have all of this deleted. But where's the fun in that? Let's see something. Do. So how long have we been? 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to get to 1 hour 30 and then I'm shutting it down. All right. I almost feel bad for people that just their business model is spraying and praying. Spray your pre-made messages all over the internet and hope that you can get 5 people interested per day. Out of those 5 people interested, hopefully you get 1 or 2 of those people to actually go through the process. It's a lot of work for 1 or 2 people. Very low converting. What?
It's a lot of work.
Let me see here. What was I going to do? Oh, I know what I was going to do. Let us see. I got to sneeze. I am down to 510. This is moving along. What's going to happen is I'm going to get down to like the last 5 of them, and then something's going to break and I'm going to have to start over. But I think doing this way might be better because it allows me to focus on individual cities, and I can do like all the smaller cities first, and then hopefully by the time I get done with all the smaller cities, I have a system, I have a plan, and the bigger cities will move quicker, or at least at the same pace as the smaller cities. All right, down to 230. Then I still got to move all of these to the trash or permanently delete them out of the trash. And then I got to find that video on how to bulk upload. Right, so delete. Can't wait to actually get to the fun stuff. I got a few cool things that are already on this website. For example, and I'll show you as soon as I'm done with this. One of the cool things that I have is I went and found a WordPress plugin. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I went and found a WordPress plugin that's interactive for the state. So I found a state map. Hey, all of them are finally in the trash now. Permanently delete. Anyway, And actually, let me show you that right now. So it is called Map Geo. And with this map, let me see here. With this map, if we scroll all the way down, you can actually put different cities. So like I've got Racine here, and these will all be clickable. Oh, you can't see that. You can't see that. Let me click and try this again. All right, so here we go. So this map is interactive, and so if you click on it, it'll take you to a link. And so down at the bottom, and you can't see it because I'm in the way. Can I move over? Nope, didn't work out. Down here at the bottom right, here, and it'll be clickable. So if they click on it, they'll be able to see the cities in Kenosha. But yeah, this is kind of cool. And it's already on. So what I just need to do, and so actually, you know what, this is interactive. And I gotta change my admin name. I'm gonna change the admin name. Is football still on? I don't think I got I've not gotten a message about football yet. Have not gotten a message about football yet. Okay. That's weird. Anyway, let's go back here. Go to dashboard. And go back to our listings. And we'll go throw away these. 2,716 to delete. Or 135 pages. But the good news is I probably don't even need to do this. One thing that I want to work on is I've got to figure out this schedule thing. Yeah, I got to figure out the schedule thing. The working hours, I should say. Figure out the working hours. All right, 2 more minutes and I will have gone for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I appreciate you guys that have been on to watch essentially paint dry. But if you want to be successful online, business is boring. Online business is incredibly boring. It's waking up, doing the same thing every single day. If you can do the same thing every single day consistently longer than your competitors, you'll be successful. Because most people, they're looking for excitement. They want to, I don't know what they want. They want business to be exciting, and it's not. Business is the same repetitive task every single day. I mean, when you look at your job, let's say you go to work every day, it's the same repetitive task every single day. But that same repetitive task is making someone really, really successful. And I don't know why, but for whatever reason, when it comes to online business or being an entrepreneur, people are looking for something that's new and exciting every single day. And that's not what it is. Being an online business owner is boring and repetitive, and you sit at a desk every day. But if you can get good at boring and repetitive, you can be successful. All right, so we are getting to 1 hour and 30 minutes of streaming. And I think what I'm going to do is when I stream, I'm gonna stream the boring stuff. Oh, not allowed to delete this item. Why not? Mad chicken. What can I delete? Maybe I hit delete too many times too quickly. Maybe that's what that was. I wish that. Can I? I want to see something here. Okay, 2076. 2076. You can only do 20 at a time, which I think is silly. Oh, empty trash. I'm a fool. If you can just empty the trash and be done with this, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be so dumb. I'm gonna be annoyed with myself because I wasted probably an additional 10 minutes not emptying the trash properly. But the great news is, why didn't anyone say? Why didn't say, hey, why don't you click on that delete trash button and see what happens? Anyway, yeah, I think that I am going to be done streaming for today. Thanks everyone that hung out and watched and liked and